Hey, what's going on guys, it's TKF here. I have another 5th generation Pokemon Wi-Fi battle for you. This one was versus OmgHaxRaven, links will be in the description as always. This was a really cool battle that I had. It's a UU tiered match. Now I did actually have the advantage of seeing his team beforehand because he didn't specify what tier, so I ended up going in with like a really horrish team. But yeah, anyway, now I've got my UU team and I'm going to lead out with Shofu. And he's going to go ahead and lead out with Siobhan, who actually has a significance to both of us. So he's going to go ahead and get Siobhan right out of there, and he's going to go ahead and switch straight into his Milotic. And because I'm not really sure if he knows what kind of set I am, but I'm just going to go ahead and set up the Stealth Rocks just because it is my safest play, and you know Rocks is the most important move in the game, so I'm going to go ahead and get those up while I still can. So I'm going to switch on out of there now and go into Elo to take the obvious Scold, which is obvious. And yeah, luckily for me, I don't get burned, although it doesn't matter because I'm a special attacker, not a physical. So that's all good. And he's just going to give the Scold again, hoping for the burn, maybe not knowing if I'm like a sub Lychee Berry or sub Pattaya Berry set. He was a bit worried just because my name's Elo and stuff, but I'm actually just going to go for the Choice Specs Grass Knot right here, and it does a butt ton to this Milotic, seeing as they are quite specially defensive, and most sets that I see are usually specially defensive because obviously they do have the Marvel scale, so it would make sense. So I'm going to go ahead and switch it now and go into the Flaming Spade. I can't remember what my thought process was there. I think, yeah, I was predicting him to switch out actually because another one would kill, and I wasn't predicting him to carry the Protect. So I thought I could switch into Victini to take on Siobhan maybe, who was going to take the Thunder, I don't know. But he's going to double Protect here, and right here I should have just seen that I wasn't going to be able to take him out because of the lefty's recovery and whatnot. It was definitely not going to be able to take him out, and he was worried about me being a physical set with the, what do you call that thing, Cross Thunder, Fusion Bolt. But no, I actually give the Fire Blast and over predict, thinking he won't want to stay in. But he actually just goes for the Scald, and that really sucks because Victini would have been a great help later on. So I'm pretty sure I can live this just because, you know, base 100 HP and special defense and stuff. And I do take it pretty well. 142 HP to go, but I'm pretty sure I can take, well, I definitely can't take another one, but I'm pretty sure I could take something else. So he goes for the Protect here to stall for lefties, and I really don't know why I'm not switching out. It was just a really bad play by me. I should have just switched on out here while I had the chance, but I don't. I should have just gone straight into Elo, but you know, I was playing stupidly, and I gotta admit, I was slightly drunk when I had this battle, and I don't actually feel too great this morning, so yeah, I go for the Thunder. It's nowhere near going to take it out. He goes for the Scold, and I'm going to lose my Victini just because I'm stupid. So yeah, so Victini goes down, which sucks, and I'm really thinking of anything that I can bring in right now that's going to be beneficial to me, or anything that can just finish this off from the HP that it's got at the moment. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring in my King Daddy D-Mac, which will be my choice banded Crobat. And I just go for the Brave Bird everything, and that's going to take that out from there, needless to say, because it's stab and it's choice band, and yeah, Brave Bird everything. Fizzy is such a legend. So my luck's going to go down to a Brave Bird, and we were wetting ourselves at this point because it was pretty damn funny. And he's going to go in a Nubs or MBZ. And I really don't have much to do to this thing with a Crobat, so I'm going to go ahead and switch on out of there. And I'm just going to go ahead and bring in Penobi, which will be my Gligar. And luckily I do so because this actually turns out to be a Thunder Wave set, so that was really lucky. So I'm just going to give the SD here just because I know he can't do balls to me right now. Literally balls, there's nothing he could do. And he goes for the Stealth Rock, which is fine. In the long run, actually, that did hinder me quite a lot, but at the time I thought it was fine. And I just go for the stab +2 Earthquake right here, and I don't believe I'm heavily invested in attack, if any, but I know I'm going to be able to Oko this thing just because, like I said, +2 attack on Gligar. Its natural attack isn't actually that bad, and obviously it's stab. So he will go down, and he's going to go ahead and bring in his Frost Lash right now. Now, I was worrying about this, to be honest. This was the one thing I was worrying about the most. And all match I was thinking, okay, this is Scarf. And right here, I actually predict him to over-predict, thinking, why would I leave my Gligar in? But I do leave it in, and yeah, GG Gligar. So, Gligar's down, which really sucks, because I could have taken this thing on with Rock Slide. But now I'm forced to go into Wild Chase, and I have to go for the Night Slash. But of course, obvious switch is obvious. So I actually make a double switch and go into Elo. I didn't even remember I did that. Yeah, I double switched into Elo, and he just goes for the Ice Beam. So yeah, oh no, I think at that point I just realised he was Scarfed. I'm not really too sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I realised he was Scarfed. So he's going to switch out. I'm not even sure he is Scarfed, I'm just guessing. And he goes into Siobhan predicting the Ice Beam, predicting me to predict the switch to Siobhan to take the Scald. which I do. I do go for the Ice Beam, predicting him to switch into Siobhan, but the fact still remains he predicted me to predict him to go into Siobhan for the Ice Beam. So in actual fact, he wins the battle of the predictions, predicting me to predict him to predict something. So he's going to go to Frostlass, which sucks because obviously that is why he predicted the switch. So yeah, he predicted the Ice Beam very nicely, and he's going to be able to go for the T-Bolt now. And I didn't know what this thing had to hurt me, and I'm figuring I actually need to figure out what he's going to do, because I need to know what his set is, if he's choicing some way, and if he's going to lock himself into it. And he does decide to go for the T-Bolt, so I'm pretty sure I can bring in Wall now, just because he is Scarfed. And I'm pretty confident I can outspeed, but he is going to switch. Now, obvious switch was not obvious. So he switches out into Typhlosion, and I'm thinking, okay, Stealth Rocks is nice. And I go for the Night Slash because I really don't want to overpredict. And I would have gone for the CC, and I'm not really too sure why I didn't at that point. Oh, because of the Frostlass, obviously. So I go for the Night Slash, and on the second one I'm thinking this will kill, or if not, he will die to Life Orb, and that will be absolutely fine. And it looks like I actually don't get the crit, and I get minimum damage on top of that, which sucks. So on top of me not getting a crit, getting min damage, his Life Orb doesn't even kill him, and now I've got to think of ways I can take this thing down. So I'm going to go back into my Crobat, and I'm thinking I'm just going to go straight for the U-turn here, maybe? Yeah, go for the U-turn right here. It's going to be able to take it out. The bad thing is he does get switch initiative, and yes, I said it right. He does get switch in. I fucked it second time. Switch initiative. And yeah, I think I'm down to 2 pokes now. I'm going to go into my Mew, which is Shofu, because that is my last other than whatever I just had out, Crobat. So I go to Shofu. And he's just going to go out into Disturbed, which will be his Staraptor. Now, I know I can take any one hit from this thing. Now, the problem being, I only have 2 attacking moves. And the 2 attacking moves I have would be Brick Break and U-Turn. So, yeah, not good for flying sets. So, the only thing I can do is hit it with the Brick Break. Obviously, there's not much point U-turning. So, I go for the Brick Break. I'm thinking max crit, max crit, max crit. But I don't get either by the looks of it. It might have been max, but I doubt it. And he's going to Brave Bird me, and that's going to take me out, which sucks. But the fortunate thing is he is actually going to kill himself off. Oh no, he nearly kills himself off to the recoil. It's so close. If he'd have killed himself off there, I might actually have won. Spoilers alert, but he is actually going to be able to outspeed my Max Jolly Nature Crobat. And he's going to be able to take me out with a Brave Bird. So yeah, Crobat does go down. And I was actually going to Brave Bird him myself, so that sucks. So that was an absolutely great game. That is a double down there, and it was a 1-0 on Hax's side. So absolutely great game, dude. Links in the description, guys. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Toosh.